What's going on, good folks? Man, let me scoot back a little bit. Man, this light got me like real light out here. But it's cool. It's cool, man. We're gonna make some more adjustments for that. But welcome to Bag Talk Sports. I'm just gonna be doing a quick review of what happened today in the sports world. It was very interesting what happened in the world of tennis with the U.S. Open. With the whole Serena Williams situation. She lost today in the finals. What was the homegirl's name? Let me look it up real quick. I can't remember. But they say she's like the first Japanese person to ever win the U.S. Open, which I felt was rather dubious because she looked like a sister to me. But her name was Osaka. That was her name. But it was very interesting. Serena has been kind of getting the business lately from the tennis ilk. You had the whole incident a few weeks back, the French Open with the whole cat suit thing. You had a problem with her wearing her cat suit. They banning it, saying she can't wear it anymore. It's just been real crazy, man. It's just been just real crazy stuff going on with Serena. People getting out and out. She had problems with the ref, and they took a game away from her. That's something I haven't seen in a very very long time for something like that to happen. A lot of players have been given levity in the history of tennis. I mean, we've seen John McEnroe and various people, get into situations, exchanges with, referees. I've never seen a referee kind of be that deferential, just kind of like be that, authoritative that quickly and making that type of call. I just felt it was probably unnecessary, but it's very rare to see, especially in the women's tennis, someone's of Serena's age. I believe Serena is 33, 34, to still play at the level that she's playing. She just recently had a child, so she's still playing well. I don't think she's back 100%, but obviously that could take a lot out of a woman. Carrying a child for 9 months, giving birth, and all that, getting back to the swing of it. She's played well despite that, but she was born in 1981. Yeah, so yeah, Serena's up there. She's almost 40. Serena's she will be 37 in a couple weeks, and she's still like the best in the game. That's very rare. We've seen Steffi Graf, we've seen Martina Navratilova, Chris Everett, Billie Jean King, but usually about 32, 33 is when they kind of like dipped, and you see Serena almost 40 still dominating. She hasn't slowed down. So there's that. So it'd be very interesting moving forward, kind of how she handles how she's being treated. Because usually when you got somebody of that caliber who is the superstar of your sport to be treated like that, that's not a good look for tennis. So it's gonna be interesting to see how things go moving forward. But as far as college football goes, just run of the mill day. Like I said before in previous videos, I think Georgia is the best team in college football. I don't see anybody beating them this year, and they showed that. There's a lot of talk about South Carolina being like this surprise team, and they're gonna make a run, but they were dispatched of rather quickly in that game. Let me check this, because I think last time I checked, I think it was like 31-10, something like that. So they were dealt with pretty quickly. Let me see what the score ended up being. Okay, Alabama won. Ohio State roll. Yeah, 41-17 on the road. When you start beating teams like that, 24-point differential on the road, to me, that's a sign that Okay, you mean business. Typically, especially on a college level, it's very difficult to win on the road. Usually when you do, it's usually talking about 10, 13 point margin. When you start blowing teams out on their field, especially when they see you coming, they want you, they want a piece of you, and you still come in and whoop that ass, that's letting me know that they're ready to go. I mean, there was much to do about nothing thus far. I mean, Oklahoma rolled over UCLA. Ohio State won. We got some better games later on. You got USC, Stanford. I think it's going to be a pretty interesting game. Yeah, Arizona State, Michigan State. That should be interesting. I see Michigan State winning. I know they didn't play well last week, but it was on a Friday night, opening night. I mean, Utah State. I mean, I think they're going to take this game much more seriously. I think Lewerke's going to have a big game. I think they'll come out aggressive. I think Sparty will win this game pretty handily. As far as the other game, USC Stanford, freshman quarterback. I mean, we're going to see if this guy's the real deal. But I got to go with Stanford. I mean, they're at home. It's early in the season. I think USC will be a good team this year. I just don't see them beating Stanford. So that's that. As far as Michigan goes, I mean, no one should be patting themselves on the shoulder. I mean, that's, to me, that's the problem. Is we have this like orange slice mentality, like everything's okay. Everything's not okay. You played like total shit last week against Notre Dame, which is unacceptable. And I don't give a damn what happened this week. You scored 49 points. So what? It was against Western Michigan. No diss to them, but that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, most teams in the Big Ten, the top teams can do that. Okay, let's see you do that against a team that's just like Wisconsin. Okay, beat them. Beat Michigan State 49-3. Okay, then we can start this whole winning positive feng shui thing that you guys got going on in Ann Arbor. Okay, the starter should have played longer. Okay, they need more snaps. They need more continuity. Okay, you need to keep them out there longer, man. Okay, if the offensive line needs continuity, then they need to play the whole damn game. I don't care who they playing. You keep them out there, and you just keep running that football over and over again. You keep making them pass protect over and over again until they get it right. Okay, because you got SMU, possibly Nebraska. Okay, you got Maryland at home. Okay, that should be another. You got to play at Northwestern. Then it's when the real shit happens. You got Wisconsin at Michigan State and Penn State at home. That's all we need to know right there. So from an offensive standpoint, Coach Harbaugh, you better have an offense ready to go in the next 3-4 games. Because if not, you're going to lose all 3 of those games. Yes, you're going to lose to Wisconsin. They're going to come here and beat us. You're going to lose to Michigan State, and then Penn State's going to beat you. And we'll have another 8-4, 8-5 season, which can't happen. So get that offense going. But, it'll be interesting to see. But those were my predictions. I was happy to see finally a wide receiver catch a touchdown pass, which has not happened in a year. Are you serious? A whole year went by without a wide receiver catching a touchdown pass in Michigan. But I'm happy for Nico Collins, Donovan Peoples-Jones. Hopefully they can build off this. Hopefully they will start to get these guys the football. 9, 10 targets a game. You got some great athletes at wide receiver. Use them, coach. Get them the football. Get Chris Evans the football out in the open. Use him as a receiver. You got some guys with talent. McKeon looks good. Get him the football. Shea Patterson, cut him loose. Let him run in the pocket. Let him loose. Increase the tempo. Get rid of the football. Let's go. Let's go. Score some points. Let's go. So I'm interested to see how they build off of that next week. But like I said, I like Stanford and I like Michigan State to win 2 big games tonight. But that's it I got for Bad Talk Sports. I'm gonna be doing another podcast later on this week. I'm gonna be talking about the NBA that's coming up. We'll talk about what happened in the off season, this upcoming season. Training camps right around the corner, and it's gonna be a really interesting show. We're gonna talk a little NFL, the whole Kaepernick situation, just how business, sports are kind of mixed in. So it's gonna be a great show. Hope to have a very great guest to talk about that as well. So stay tuned for that.